Hey, Sean, I've been thinking, it might be a little weird, but there's something I'd like to talk with you about. Just, guy to guy.
Sure, Dad. What's up?
First, I want you to know there's nothing wrong. It's just something important, a part of growing up that's not talked about enough. I'm not judging. I just want to share something I wish I'd understood earlier. It's about corn and how it affects your brain.
Okay.
Corn? Yeah, I know it's awkward. I get it. But let's break it down. Your brain is a remarkable machine, a learning prediction engine. It's constantly building patterns based on what you experience.
Like how we learn habits or routines?
What you feed grows. Exactly right. It's what helps you learn to ride a bike or remember your password. But the flip side is, when it learns to respond a certain way to something, it can shape how you react in real life. With corn, the concern is that your brain starts getting used to a very specific kind of stimulation, one that may be disconnected from real-life intimacy and emotional connection.
So it kind of trains our brain the wrong way?
Yes, when you repeatedly watch corn, your brain learns to associate sexual arousal with watching others perform, rather than with a real connection with another person. There's strong data suggesting that over time, this rewiring can make it harder to feel excited or emotionally connected in real-life relationships.
That's wild. I never considered it like that.
Most people don't. They think it's just a cheap thrill, but there's more biology under the hood. Have you heard of something called the law of FAP entropy?
No, Dad. Is that real?
Built by repetition.
Yeah, quirky name, but it means something important. Basically, whatever you start out watching, your brain will eventually need increasing levels of intensity just to reach the same arousal. It grows. You keep chasing that same rush, but it gets harder and harder to find. That's tolerance.
So like needing more and more of it.
Right. When you eat a slice of pizza, sometimes it's amazing. But if it's all you eat every day, you get jaded and you need extra toppings just to enjoy the same flavor. With corn, your brain is chasing dopamine spikes, those pleasure chemicals. The bigger the spike, the harder the crash afterward. Sometimes your baseline drops below normal. You feel more tired, less motivated, maybe even down or flat afterward.
Yeah, I felt that, like a crash after, but I thought it was just me being lazy.
Not you alone. That's part of it. These dopamine systems are real. When you chase high-intensity stimulation too often, your brain gets rewired. Then everyday things, school, friendships, sports, feel dull by comparison. And that's just the physiological side.
So it's messing with how I feel day to day?
Yes, it can take the shine off real motivation, making it much harder to focus or feel excited about stuff you used to care about. And when real relationships come along, talking to a girl, dating, it can feel underwhelming. The screen felt better in comparison, so now real life feels boring or inadequate.
That explains a lot. I've noticed I'm less confident talking to girls lately. I always thought I was just shy.
Shyness is normal, but if your brain's expectations are set by corn, real human interaction can feel flat. You might start doubting yourself, like there's something wrong with you, instead of recognizing the screen has distorted your baseline.
Definitely makes sense. It's not that talking to girls is scary, it just feels underwhelming.
Exactly. And this doesn't just affect sex or dating, it broadens into your mood, your energy, your self-esteem, sleep, everything. The peaks and crashes mess with your drive and emotions.
So, what do I do? Just quit cold turkey?
The learning brain.
That can help, but the key is rebuilding your brain's baseline. You want to give your system a chance to reset, to remember what real motivation and excitement feel like again. I heard about these dopamine fasts, or low dopamine periods. It's basically taking breaks from overly stimulating things.
Like what? Just don't watch corn at all?
For a while, yes, but also cut back on other extreme stimulations. Junk food, gaming binge, always scrolling. The goal is to let your nerve system breathe. With time, even small things will start to bring real pleasure again.
That feels scary though, like going cold turkey from coffee or something.
It's not easy at first. You'll feel restless, maybe bored or moody, but that's a good sign. It means your brain's recalibrating. And then the stuff you used to enjoy, jokes with friends, sports, music, starts to feel alive again. You rediscover what it is to feel joy, not from a screen, but from you.
I'd like that. I'm tired of feeling disconnected from my own life.
I get it. And another thing, there are apps and tools that can help. You don't have to do this alone. Some apps offer subtle reminders, accountability, tracking. You're not lectured, you're supported.
Actually, I tried one recently, HoldX. It wasn't preachy, just small steps and gentle reminders. Felt different than all the guilt trips. It kind of worked, helped me feel like I had control again.
That's exactly the kind of help I mean. Tools you can use that help build better patterns, not shame you. Steady progress beats pretending you're invincible.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get my energy back. Used to feel sluggish all the time.
That's progress. You're rebuilding a foundation beneath the surface. What you feed your brain matters. You're retraining the learning machine inside you. And when you start noticing the changes, better focus, more confidence, it'll reinforce what you're doing.
So I feel less drained now. And talking to friends is easier again.
Patterns become you.
That's massive. Keep going. And if you stumble, no big deal. Each time you reset, you train resilience. Forget perfection. You're rewiring your mind, and it takes time. Be patient. Celebrate the small wins.
Thanks, Dad. I didn't know all this science stuff, but it actually helps to know the why.
That's why I wanted to talk. I don't want you to feel lost or blame yourself if real life feels harder than a screen. Now you've got context, tools, awareness. You're building a stronger mind, step by step.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I feel like I've got direction again.
You do, and I'm here for you. Team you. We'll talk anytime about this or anything else you're facing. You're not alone in this.
Thanks, Dad. I really mean that.
Anytime, son. Always. I'm proud of you, more than words.
I'm glad I told you. I feel lighter.
Good. Light is a sign you're heading the right way. Let's keep it going.